Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Touchline podcast. Thank you very much for joining. Please do what to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment, like, share, and on Facebook, click on the follow button, comment, like, and share as well. I am Joel, and I'm here with
Definitely.
Defla. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Our viewers
Chairman.
too are welcome. They are welcome to the show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You guys should do well to subscribe to
Yeah,
the
they are
channel,
doing well.
like our videos.
Sure, sure. Um. So, okay, the Black Stars, as usual, they did their thing. We sat here last week and did an episode, and we made mention. You in particular were so specific. I told you, you were like, we are supposed to beat Chad, and I was asking you, where is the? We don't have to just talk. We have to talk with data and fact because people are watching, and anytime we make comments, people go back to. They go back to scrutinize some of the things we say. So, so you were so. You were so emphatic. You were so emphatic with the fact that we have to beat them. And I asked you, where's the data and fact? Because now, when you're talking about football, you need facts and data. And you were like, oh, looking at the group, Chad has conceded most of the goals. They have 1 point. And you backed it with fact. And you were so confident that Black Stars were going to win. After watching the game, it wasn't a match at all.
Well, like I said before the game, I told you if you look at the group chat, they were last. They are still last in the group with 0 points. They haven't even gotten
Ye-
a draw out of all the games they've played. They've lost all the games. So playing against them in Accra at home, where we were supposed to win, I didn't see any way we were going to draw points
To lose
against
that
Chad.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even not even lose. Even a draw would have been a disaster. So I didn't see any way we were going
But
to draw points.
but
And
I
thankfully,
think
we were
we
able
would have
to
used
win.
our local players to play that match and would have still won.
I don't
Or
think so.
that's a bit too
Honestly, nah,
okay.
honestly, I don't think so. We should be serious.
Yeah, so into the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because watching the game from afar, I didn't get opportunity to watch the game completely. I watched the game completely afterwards. So
Okay.
like almost an hour and half I watched the game. Watching at the game, I felt there was no competition. I could count the number of times even our keeper Benjamin Sare had to make some saves. He was on holiday on that particular day. So I felt oh, is it that Chad were not good, or it's that the Black Stars were over superior?
Chad are not good. That's just the honest truth. Like I said the last time, we know how or we know how the team has improved when we play tomorrow against Madagascar. I think Madagascar will give us a tougher game. So that's where we'll see how well we've improved.
Yeah.
So
So
for
before
Chad,
before
yeah, I don't
be,
think they were good enough.
yeah. So before we go into the Madagascar game, what were some of the top highlights for you in the game? Because we were so focused on the Black Stars. Black Stars for recent times haven't performed to the level that we expect them to. And looking at the pre-game event, looking at the engagement from the country, do you think this played a factor? The media. This is the first time almost everybody in the country was after some years was so much enthused, was so much interested in the game against Chad. Though Chad were not a competition, but the togetherness, the fans, the stadium was full. Everybody was playing his or her role. Are all these things are all these things um events that play in favor of teams or in favor of countries anytime they are playing against other countries on their national grounds?
Yeah, we cannot run away from the fact that uh, the supporters play a very big role in football. And if you look at this chart team, I don't think they've been to like that kind of a stage where they will meet a big crowd or a huge crowd like they met when we met them. So I think that also played a role in how we played and how it affected them their play. And but overall, I think the Chad team wasn't good. So it didn't even matter how
Yeah, not even the chat
we
team. Yeah, looking at the aura, the spectators, are some of these things that play in the hands. Is it advantageous? Do you think? I mean, these logistics they play a key role apart from the performances on the pitch, because I felt
yeah,
there was so much investment on all these logistics.
well if you want to get to the top, you have to be amongst the best. So if you look at like let me use Europe for example. If you are going to play at Madrid, you know the fans will play a big
Sure.
role.
Yeah.
All these things like the preparation for the match, how we prepared for the match, um, like everything. Even honestly, for me, I didn't really follow the local analysis from
Yeah.
from the journalist in the local scene. I didn't really follow all that, but you could tell from how like from their preparation how top dignitaries were going to see the team to motivate
Yeah.
them.
You see.
Some
Yeah.
of
You could see
the
families. I mean, families. There were families around with their children. I mean, it was
yeah,
the engagement was enormous. It was so nice. It was
yes.
so
So
catchy. Like people were literally interested. I was
yeah,
surprised. You know.
people. Honestly, before the match, I even wanted to go and watch the game, but
Okay.
something came up, so I couldn't go and watch. Hopefully, the next our next round of matches when we play against Mali at home, I'll try and go and watch the
Sure.
match at the stadium.
Sure.
So I think
Okay.
everything played in our hands.
Yeah.
If you look at
Sure.
the chat team, I was told that the majority of like from my the little research I did, majority of their
Yeah. Yeah.
usual
Yeah.
players
It
didn't
was.
come, so
It
they
was only
used
one player who played. It was only one player who played outside of their league.
yeah, so they used most of
The rest are
their
locally based players.
local players and all that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it
All
was a
right.
good
So
win.
in
It
game
was
play.
a morale
Okay.
boosting win. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this wasn't a competition at all. It was just a
No, no, no.
preparation for. I mean, the
Me-
games
My
ahead,
my
right?
my my only regret is that we couldn't score more goals.
Hey, Defla, five, and I
Five
know
goals.
when
No,
say,
we scored five, but if you look at the game, we had more chances. You know that in this
yeah,
kind of
chances
thing,
is good. You need
goal
goals. You need
difference
goals.
plays a big role when
You
it
need it.
comes to yes, especially for World Cup qualifiers. They use goal difference. They don't use head to head. So now that you have
Oh,
scored
okay,
Chad five, if
okay.
somebody gets Chad and they score them like
Chad,
six,
like eight.
seven, so when you get your chance, you have to take advantage.
Yeah, you have
I
to
felt we
utilize
could
it.
have scored like 7 or 8 grand.
All right. So now in game play, when the starting lineup came, the most surprising was Hearts of Oak. I mean, shortstopper Benjamin Asari. Time and time in memorial, when you're a local based player and you get a call up into the national team, for you to become a starter is always difficult. I mean, you can make mention. This Kotoko goalkeeper, what's his name? Um, oh,
Which one? Yeah, new
this
keeper
very
now.
good showstopper. No, no, not this badge.
Felix
I'm
Annan.
talking about it was Felix Annan. Felix Annan was featuring most at times in the Black Stars, but I mean, getting into the starting lineup was kind of difficult. What played into the technicals team head? to start him ahead of Atizigi and that of Wallacott, because we know these guys have more exposure when it comes to football. I mean, outside the continent. I mean, they meet top notch players day in day out. So the level that they have seen in their clubs is far different from that of Benjamin Asari, who plays in the local league. Yeah, we can make a statement that Benjamin Asari, the whole season in his club level, has kept, I mean, more clean sheets compared to all the three goalkeepers. When the coach was asked what played into the decision to start Benjamin Asari, I mean, this was what he said. He said that in training, he did a bit much more than that of the two goalkeepers. So it was one of the major reasons he started ahead of him. Do you buy that?
I honestly, that's what he said, but I don't think so. I think it was because we were playing against Chad, and it was a chance to
What are you talking about?
uh,
Your coach said that.
give him.
What are you talking about? Your coach
Because
is saying that.
if that is the
What are you
case,
talking about?
if that is the case, then I would expect him to start against Madagascar. But we all know that he is not going to start against Madagascar.
Okay, so
So
back to him.
it
Was it a
was just
surprise?
a
Was it a
PR.
surprise for you? Was
Yes,
it a
it was
surprise for you that
when
he
I saw
started?
him starting, I was surprised. But then eventually, you have to understand that it was against Chad, and they were not going to do much of an attacking. So uh, why not give him a chance to keep the post? But I don't think in the next match he will start. So it was a chance to
So
give
he's
him
not
his
starting against
debut for
Madagascar.
the national team. I don't think so. I don't think so.
So he's not starting against Madagascar.
I don't think he will start against Madagascar.
S-
That's not.
Okay, if you were to be Otto Addo, you are not starting him, right?
No, if I was Sotoado, I would not start. Even if I was Sotoado, I wouldn't have started in this game. Because you know the problem that this thing that he has done, it will bring a big problem. My issue is that we know that Chad is not good, and they were not going to attack much. So the probability of us keeping a clean sheet in this game was high. And against Madagascar, if now Tuado go and brings uh, Atizigi or Wallacott and put them in the post and they concede, they will say that, oh, the House of Folk keeper kept against Chad and he had a clean sheet. And now you have gone and put another keeper and he has conceded. That will bring a problem. If he goes and plays the House of Folk keeper too
Mm.
and he concedes, people will say that you know that
Say a kind.
he's not good enough and you went to put him inside. And like all this confusion, they are not necessary. I mean, I thought
So
like if you
it shouldn't
wanted
have
to
been
give,
started in the first place. It
yes,
shouldn't have
if you
started in the
wanted
first
to,
place.
yes, if you want
Because
to give
Defla,
a
you are
keeper
right.
like
You are
that,
right because let me just chip in something. You're right because I mean, keepers is an area where there is a pecking order. Everybody has to understand that this is number one, this is number two, this is number three.
yeah,
It is not
yeah,
it's not a shuffling position. Honestly, when you go to most of the club teams, it is there. It is normal. I mean, the
everybody
goalkeeping
knows the
position
first
is
choice
so
keeper. Yeah,
sensitive. Yeah, it's so sensitive that I mean, the first choice goalkeeper must be made known to everyone who comes.
yeah,
Anybody, whether the person is performing well or not, this is the first choice goalkeeper. So, I mean, shuffling these keepers in these games, I mean, trying to put one keeper in a particular game, using another keeper in another game, I think it's going to cause a confusion, as you just said. It's going to play in the heads of the players because if Atisigi is number one, it doesn't matter whether we are playing against Chad. It doesn't matter whether we are playing against Botswana. Let him be there. He's the number one.
yeah. That's
So,
the whole this thing. That's the, I think
okay.
you've explained it perfectly. If you
Yeah.
know, because you know our Ghanaian people,
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah,
one
yeah,
if
yeah,
it
yeah.
goes because against Madagascar it will be a tough game. And
Very
if God
difficult game.
doesn't permit and we concede, they will now come and say that Atizigi is no good. Why didn't you
Yeah,
use the Asofo keeper that you used the first game? If the
yeah,
Asofo keeper goes and keep the post and he concedes and we lose, it will turn to another case. Why didn't you use Atizigi? He's our number one. Everybody knows he's our number one. All this confusion is not necessary. For me, if you want to try new players, the best games you can give them are friendly games. Let them play in the
yeah,
friendly matches so that you can use that. Even with this as of keeper, I don't know if you watch the game very well. The only attacking the people they had a corner. They almost scored from the corner because he squatted before he jumped to clear the ball. This against any serious team, they will score you. They will score against you. So, like, Charlie, let's be serious because
yeah,
against Chad, you don't have to concede. It was only
yeah.
I we were lucky not to concede, and their second
Sure.
corner, the guy tried to score straight from the corner, and luckily he was able to tip it over the bar. So, like, let's be serious, and if you say we want to
Okay.
qualify, let's play our serious teams and qualify.
Okay. All right. So moving forward in the game, we saw some tactical changes. We saw some tactical plays. We know Chad we're no good, but let's focus on the Black Stars. Let's focus on our system, on our style of play. How does Coach Ado want his team to play? Because I
Um,
felt at a point in time everybody was everywhere. Like, yeah, everybody was everywhere. Like we were not really seeing, okay, this guy is a DM. This is playing as a CM. This is playing as a ball holding midfielder. This is a free role player. This is the system. 4-3-2-1, 4-3-3, maybe three at the back. What system does he play?
I
Because
think
I know this game
usually
was
he
just a preparatory game. I
yeah,
felt
I
this was
think
just a
usually he
preparatory game.
likes playing uh, um, three at the back with wing backs. But for for this game, I think he played 4-1-4-1. So four defenders, one DM, four attacking midfielders, then a striker. I think Semenyo and Naki Williams were playing on the wings, and Kudus and Nyama were playing as the attacking eights in the 4-1-4-1 system with Jordan on top. But I don't think this formation will be good against a team like Madagascar
Madagascar.
because if they will be cutting through us easily because Pate doesn't have the running power, tracking
Energy.
back power. Yes. And our two central defenders are also very slow. That's Salisu and Jiku. So if he goes to play this formation against Madagascar, I don't think it will work out. So I think
Sure.
against Madagascar, he would like to revert to
So he's
his
5-3,
normal
five
formation
three
that
two.
is
Okay.
with the five at the back and the wing
All right.
backs.
Okay.
Yes. So
But
I think that's what he will do.
all right. Were you impressed by Mohamed Kudus?
Yes, he played well, but I think in certain situations he was a little bit selfish. There were one or
Okay.
two occasions where he could have played someone in for the person to score. I think he wanted to score. He was too eager to
Score.
score. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he
And
could have passed to
the
people
fans
in better
wanted him to
position.
score.
Yes,
The
that's
fans
why
even
I
wanted him
think
to score because
I think
anytime he
when
gets
he
the we were like Kudus.
yeah, I think anytime he plays for Ghana, when he gets the ball, because of how the fans like start chanting his name, he wants to do something extraordinary. He
um,
wants to do extra.
it brings me to my next question. Is he now the face of the Black Stars?
Oh, definitely. Like last time I told you, you were asking me
Okay.
who the face or who we could count on now. And
Yeah.
right now, he's our best player now. So
Okay.
definitely, he's the face of the team.
Um, and he's a future captain too.
For now, I don't know, but let's see. Let's see.
Okay. All right.
Blackstars
Okay.
captaincy has a lot of this thing, politics with it. So let's see.
Do you know the funny thing that happened when Jordan was leaving the pitch? He gave the armband to Jiku. Jiku returned it
Yeah,
to Pate, and Pate
yeah.
went to the bench to ask, "Who should I give the
Who?
captaincy to?"
Yeah.
Defla, I think there's still a problem around this captaincy because
The coach should
what
just
literally happened?
appoint a
Yeah,
deputy. That's
good.
all.
Just do it. Just do it because what happened on the pitch showed that still there is something unsorted. There is something that has to be sorted out. But above all, now we are top of the league. We are top of the table, right?
Yes, we are top of the table.
Definitely, we are top of the table. Do you expect a tougher match ahead of Madagascar?
Madagascar will definitely be a tough match. It will be like one of. But the good thing is that we are playing. They are not playing at home. We are playing on a neutral grounds in
Okay,
Morocco. So
Morocco.
that should help us a little. My only worry is that we played Friday and we are playing on Monday. The turnaround time is very small, so it will
Yeah,
lead to tiredness from the players and all that. But I'm
and
hoping
they
that
had like they had like a day or
yes,
two
they play
rest
they
than
played their
us.
match
They
I
played on
think on
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah.
So they had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to rest for
Wow.
this match. And they didn't do any traveling too. They didn't travel anywhere. They played their first match in
Uh,
Morocco and they are playing this match in Morocco too.
and we even played
So
our game in the evening.
yes.
Man.
So it's not easy, but they have to
And
try. I mean,
definitely it
I'm just hoping that they
definitely
don't
it will
lose.
be a concern. It will be a concern because you can't
Yes.
cheat nature.
Yeah.
They have extra they've
They
recovered
have
extra
like
recovery
two
days.
two yeah, two
So
extra
so
recovery.
they have
And
much
they
power
didn't
in
do
energy.
any traveling. They
Mm,
played Central African Republic. And you know why I think the game will be hard. They played Central African Republic. African Republic has been really giving Ghana problems recently, and they
yeah.
beat them easily. Like they beat
They
them
beat them easily.
so easily.
They beat them easily.
Yeah, they beat them easily, three
Hey.
one. Like easily cry. They beat them, and I thought when I saw the scoreline, I was thinking Central African Republic did not play their big guys like their key players. So I just went to check the lineup, and all the players I was expecting to see from Central African Republic, they all played the game. All of them. Kondogbia was there, their striker Mafuta was there, the other midfielder was there. Like their full set,
Oh,
their full complement of the team was there, and they beat them easily 3-1. So it's going to be a tough match. I'm just hoping we don't lose. Even if we don't win, we don't have to lose that game. But if we win, it's then it gives us a little bit of gap between us and the people behind us. So
so at least we should get a draw.
at least a draw, a draw. If we don't win, try a draw is okay.
Sure. And since it's a neutral ground, it's a
Yeah,
neutral
and
ground,
and
so
and the pitch
everybody
will be better than
everybody has an
the
advantage.
pitch we played on
Good,
here, so it should
good,
help
good.
us.
You should favor the guys.
Yeah,
All right. Okay, so guys, it's the World Cup qualification, and definitely the matches are getting, thick, faster. They are getting tougher day in day out, and
yeah.
the
Let me
Black
chip
Stars
in
have
this. Af- After we play Madagascar, it will be left with 4 more games to go. So if you are able to win
okay.
against Madagascar, it really helps us. To
All
like,
right, and the four
yeah,
games. How many are we playing at home?
we will be playing two at home and two away. But the away games, I think it's against Central African Republic and which other team? And Chad. And
Okay,
both teams will not be playing in their home grounds. They will be playing in neutral grounds like we are going to play
Come on.
against Madagascar. So
Here we
it should
come.
help us.
Canada,
Help
USA.
us. Yeah.
Hey, Canada, USA. Hey, Canada.
So I think if we
Charlie?
are our next two matches are very hard.
Yeah,
Madagascar, then
because
after
per
that
the
we play
yeah, per the
against Mali.
stats,
So if
per
we
the
are
stats,
able to
we
beat
have
Madagascar and Mali, then we are good to go.
yeah,
I think
because
if
playing the
we
match
beat Madagascar and Mali, we've qualified with that.
qualified. Sure, sure. All right, Charlie. Anything else to exhaust? I'm tired
I
of
think that will be all for now.
that. One.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after the match, we'll come and discuss the games, and we'll discuss
sure,
the
sure.
other African qualifying groups too. Some of the groups are
All right.
very interesting, so we'll
Yeah,
get
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
time to discuss those games.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for joining. There has been another interesting episode. Continue to subscribe, continue to follow, continue to comment, continue to share on Facebook and then that of YouTube. This is the Touchline podcast. We are out.
Yeah.